57 tonight. So for both of you, how have you felt about your improvement playing off of each other from the start of the season till now?
I enjoy it. I just think, basketball is it's a language, and you got to get on the same page with your counterparts. And I think, me and C-Square like to play a certain way, and that's fast and up-tempo. And so I'm going to always align, based on how she's playing and how the game is going. And I don't know, I'm just going to take it in stride because I enjoy it. So I'm with it.
Yeah, I think we've gotten a lot better just, understanding each other as we're playing the game,
Sure.
looking for each other when each other's hot. Like, Kels got hot there. Made a few in a row. So you're just looking to find her. I think in transition, especially the way she runs the floor with her speed, I'm always got my eyes up trying to look to find her. And I think she can tell, when I want her to go back door, when I want her to come cut off the ball or anything like that. And just that chemistry that you get used to playing with one another. It's taken time, but I think we're really starting to get it down.
Kelsey, what do you think it took for you guys to respond to that third quarter physicality and run from them and still come out on top in this one?
You got to get a little gritty and dirty, obviously. Sometimes, having passion for the game, some moments can just, spike your team up to, go and play well. And, I had a moment myself with T. Cloud, and, hats off to her for being a competitor. But I think it kind of helped us, the grit in the game in those third quarters. And when teams make runs, is how you win a game in the WNBA. You got to be gritty. You got to be able to get trenchy a little bit.
We'll go Christine, then we'll go James.
For both of you, Caitlin, when you were here before the game, you talked about your itching to get back into it. Is that what itching looks like, that first quarter?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I think we came out with a lot of energy. It's just, continuing to find a way to sustain that. But at the same time, they're a really good team. They're not going to go away. It's just finding ways to, limit that. I think we let them go on a run, but then we'd respond. Then they go on another run, but we got to limit their runs. I think that's where we take our next step. And but I'm really proud of us. I thought, there would be times throughout the year where we kind of crumble when we gave up a huge lead. What was our biggest lead? 28. Yeah, and it got down to 1, I think. So, I think there's times where we would have crumbled, but we just kept battling and fighting, and I thought it was a really good win for us.
Go James and Alexa.
Caitlin, for you,
Huge one.
how much better do you think you are directing traffic at this point from the start of the season to this point in the season where you're just kind of doing it all to start the game?
Yeah, I think it's just when I can get going early, that's when I really settle into the game and feel comfortable. And I think my third quarter wasn't great, but kind of found a way to respond, especially there at the end. The way we closed the third quarter, I think, was super important going into the fourth. I think we went on a little run there. We were lucky enough, so we got a 2-for-1 quick, and I made a basket, and then we came down and got a stop, and then Lou made the 3, and I think that just kind of, gave us some fire going into the fourth, and we played really good. But I think just getting to know my teammates and, playing with them, it's just a comfortability. It was going to take me a little bit time to get used to. It was hard to adjust, and, once I kind of found my groove so far, I think we've just been getting better and better.
And then what's the balance of playing off the crowd but also staying within yourself in the moment? Because you did it probably 6 or 7 times tonight.
Yeah, I feel like I have good experience with that. I think, that's something I love to do, but at the same time, you got to use it to help you. It can't be like a distraction. It can't be something that takes you out of your game. It's just let the fans help you, and they're here. They're being loud for us. I thought they were incredible tonight. They thought they were really loud. They were into the game, and you gotta be able to win the ones on your home court, and they certainly help us.
Go Alexa.
Kind of following up on that for both of you, I guess we'll start with Caitlin because you just said that. But how important is it to really start these last 14 games off with a win like that, being able to bounce back, that resiliency, all that?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think it's, we're trying to view these last 14 as just one game at a time. Just take it one game at a time, and for us to come out and play a really, really great game. And honestly, the Mercury played really, really well last night too versus the Sky. So you knew they were going to come in here with a lot of confidence. With 3 people that have won gold medals, they're coming in here, their confidence is really high. And I thought we came out in the first quarter and really set the tone. But for us, it's just one game at a time. Every single game is going to be difficult. But like I said, I think the ones that we have here at home, and we're lucky enough to have quite a few at home these last 14 games, that we really need to nail down and win.
Go back row on the left, then we'll go to Mike on the left.
Yeah, Caitlin and Kelsey, you haven't played at full game speed for a month. I mean, how tough was that? How much of an adjustment was that?
I called for a sub 6 minutes in, if I'm being honest. I was like, holy cow. I think it was around 7 minutes in, I called for a sub. I was like, I need a quick minute here because we were playing fast, and then my defense isn't as good, so it's kind of a liability for my team. So just got to get a second to breathe. So, but yeah, getting back in game shape has been I think, pretty easy. I mean, we've been competing really hard in practice and playing versus our guys live. We've had refs come in basically, I think, 5 different times, and we've been playing live. We've just been scrimmaging, and that's the best way to stay in basketball shape is just play live basketball, but obviously it's going to be really hard to replicate a real game. So it felt good to get back out there.
Go Mike, then we go Matt.
Earlier, you were talking about getting comfortable with each other. I'm curious, Kelsey, from your standpoint, how would you describe the challenge of trying to get acclimated to the kind of passes that Caitlin makes, and vice versa for you, Caitlin, getting used to a whole new team?
I don't think it's necessarily a challenge, but you have to adjust. Obviously, things are different based on the basketball. You know, she was playing with Iowa and then coming in and transition as a pro. And I think for us, we got to give her what she needs and be the resource and kind of just fill out where she kind of needs us to fill those gaps in. I always say that Squared is one of those players where her IQ is going to take us a lot of places. And so you just really got to fill in where you fit in as far as, like, knowing how to read and adjust off her. And once you make that adjustment, I think it's really good basketball. So.
And I just want to point something out. Kelsey being the veteran she is and pointing it out, like, look, we got to adjust to Caitlin. And once we learn to adjust, as you can see, we're playing some pretty fun, exciting basketball. And we're beating some pretty good teams. So like I've been saying, if the Fever can continue to get out in transition, play with a little bit of aggression, play fast, just play fast, they're a problem. This is a very good team. And as you can see, that break did them very, very good justice. Very, very excited game right here from the Fever.
Hey, thank you. Go Matt, then we go Chloe.
Yeah, Caitlin, at the third quarter buzzer, you had a chance to take that final shot, and instead you opt to give it to Katie Lou. I don't think had taken one at that point, and she hits it. So what was kind of going through your mind there? Instead of you taking it, you're going to let your teammate take that?
That she was wide open. That's what I was like, oh. She was almost like too open. I was like, shit.
Chloe.
Caitlin, you kind of mentioned it, but what does it do for your confidence, the team's confidence, that you guys went 3-0 against a team that has 3 Olympic gold medalists?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we really view it like that. I think for us is like, honestly, I think one of our biggest wins of the season so far was our first win at Phoenix. I think that really kind of boosted us into how we're playing basketball right now. I think that was like I think it was the first time we beat a team over 500, first of all. It felt like a very good team win. We were down in that game. We came back. So I think it's just like we have a lot of respect for them and how they play the game and how talented they are. And I think that gave us confidence, and you've seen us just get better and better from that point. And, being able to beat this team 3 times, that's awesome. It's really hard to beat a team once, let alone twice, but 3 times is really hard to do, especially in this league.
We go last 2 on Zoom. Go Rob, then we go Michael.
Thank you. Caitlin, I have a question for you about the work you've been doing in the practice facility and all these last few games. I've noticed you've got some muscle growth these recent games.
Hey, you be studying my arms. Hey.
Caitlin is jokes, bro. She's definitely getting comfortable in the league.
Last few games, I've noticed you've got some muscle growth these recent games.
Hey, you be studying my arms. Yeah, I do. It's very nice. I think at times, I'm small, but I try to hold my own the best I can. And it's actually funny. We were playing live the other day, and I was backing down E-Dub, and E-Dub's like, man, I thought I was just going to push you out of the way, but you're a little stronger than I thought. I was like, yeah, E-Dub, don't mess with me. But I don't know. I think, I'm discreetly strong. I'm never going to be the strongest person, and, I know that. I try to, put on some weight, and I've been working hard in the weight room, and obviously there's some limits to that and what I can do, obviously being in the season, but over the course of the last 3 weeks or so, we've all been going pretty hard in the weight room. I haven't been very happy with our strength coach. I've been very sore, and it's been hard to shoot some days, but I think it's definitely going to help me down the stretch to have that extra little muscle. Whether I actually have it or not, we don't really know. But yeah, that's definitely something I'll continue to focus on. But more than anything, I never want to lose my speed. I like being fast and sprinting.
Last one, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Caitlin, this is a part of your game that really just translated immediately. Obviously, it's your core division. I wonder how much you
Caitlin funny, bro.
grown in the course of this season in terms of being able to dissect the game.
Yeah, I think the biggest way I've grown is I feel like I've always been able to like kind of understand the court well and see something happen before it happens, but I think it's just been developing the chemistry with my teammates where they can see it and be on the same page. And like I said earlier, I think that just takes time. And now you see people, cutting in fast breaks, or whether Kelsey's back making a backdoor cut. I think it's just having that chemistry that's unspoken. Like, I'm not telling them to do that, but they can just kind of read my eyes and understand, and we're all on the same page at the same time. So that's something I take a lot of pride in. I think being able to pass and being able to finish well around the rim and shoot the ball, it just makes it a matchup problem for the other team. And, sometimes I overpass, but then obviously the turnovers too, just continuing to find a way to try to limit the ones that are bad turnovers. I had a couple tonight that weren't the greatest, but you live and learn on.
Right there before we get into Chrissy's sides, look, Caitln Clark, being accountable, holding herself accountable for her turnovers, which is fine, but at the end of the day, they got the win. One thing about Caitln is they're going to find a way to win. They're going to play hard. They're not going to fold. They're not trying to fold. They're not trying to, we're playing the Mercury, so no. We're the Indiana Fever, too. I'm telling you right now, and I've been saying it, they took that break very seriously. They said they had refs. They were playing, just pretty much getting open runs. Not open runs, but they were playing against each other. Going hard at practice, 2-3 hours a day, getting weight room sessions. So this is a slight indicator of what we're going to see in her second year. She notices her flaws, her turnovers. She notices she needs to put on muscle. So I'm telling you, if you thought she was going to work during that break, or you thought she was going to chill during that break, nope. Nope. Just wait. Wait. I'm telling you now. Her off season, I think she's gonna go crazy. Don't be surprised if Caitln comes back next season looking like a, here with it, got some real muscle on her. But like as she said, she wants to keep her speed. I think you could do that and put some muscle on. If she does that, bro, and keeps her shot, gets a little bit more physical, as she said, she's gonna hold her own. So that was a great team win. That was a statement win right there by the Fever. Kelsey Mithcell did her thing. I will be very disappointed if we let go of Kelsey Mithcell, because when you think about guards in the league, what other guard are we going to get that's going to replace Kelsey Mithcell? There's really nobody. Not right now, not on the market. So I'm not sure. I like what I see, man, and I think the Indiana Fever are going to make a push. And their schedule, the second half it looks like they could win a good amount of these games, 8-10 games. So don't be surprised if you see them push up into the 6th seed. I would not be surprised. The way they're playing, if they can play like this and play fast, as they're stating, they got that chemistry. They know to play fast. They're adapted to Caitln Clark, the point guard. They're adapted to Caitln Clark's game. So I would be afraid to play the Fever. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm going to keep it real short, man. There you have it. That's Caitln Clark, Kelsey Mithcell, post-game interview versus the Mercury, man. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. All the new subscribers, all the new love, keep commenting. I appreciate you guys. I'm reading everything. I'm just so focused on getting you guys content. I will get back and respond to everything, but I see it, man. I love the support. I appreciate it. You guys are motivating me to drop more content. So just keep at it. I'll keep on providing content. I'll catch you on the next video. We're out, man.